Hello cellists. Here is the 5th lesson in my micro series for the 3rd lockdown. It's the 5th of February 2021 and we're looking at the 5th study of the Feuillard 60. This one says that it's a study for the ternary rhythm. 3-time, yes, it's in 3-time. Now the main real experience from this study is about the use of the bow. If you only had 2 bow strokes divided for 3 beats, where you have 2 beats in one bow stroke and 1 in the other, or the other way around, 1 followed by 2. If you wanted to use the whole bow, evidently we'll be using different speeds. That single crotchet will be twice the speed of the 2 crotchets, or vice versa. So that's really what this is all about. In actual fact, I did cover this study in the very first lockdown. So if you want to go back and look at a sort of blow-by-blow account of all the nuances within this study, I don't think there are that many, by all means do go back and look at my channel from week 2, I think it was, from that first lockdown, the 31st of March last year. So we're in the micro series only having a brief overview and then I'll just demonstrate by playing it. So let's have a think about what we're talking about here. The single bow stroke fast speed, followed by 2 crotchets at half that speed. So we're only talking about the bow speed being a change in speed, not the pulse. The pulse remains always consistent. So that was an example of a fast down and a slow up. There's quite a few of those to start with. Then we might have a slow down with a fast up. That one's halfway through that line on bar 5 and you'll notice a bit of barring going on there, little finger crossing both strings. That's a little tip for you, I think you might need that one. Beyond that we've also got, those were both examples where we started with the down bow on the first beat, whether it was long or short. And then we have on the second line, starting up bow, here's the slow bow, fast return, so we have it that way around, and then we have a fast up and slow down, and it does feel more acceptable to us when the fast stroke is on the first beat because they tend to be stronger. So even that with a fast up, you know, feels quite natural and comfortable. It's not so comfortable when we're trying to make it light, coming back on a weaker beat, which you can observe later. The second portion of this study, watch out, it does have a da capo on it, and so it's actually 4 lines but really 6. That makes sense. It makes sense when you look at it. The other thing that I think might be just noticeable is we've got things like that example was starting from a lower string going to upper, so there's slight awkwardness about the arm stroke in there. And the last 4 bars it's the other way around, so fast. And that in order to get a really nice light stroke you'll really need to bring your arm a bit higher up, over the bar line. Here it is again. So that movement there, quite quick to go back up. That's pretty much it. So it's just about observing half speed of bow in different portions of a 3-time bar. Here we go. these studies do. The only other element I didn't forewarn you about was going from bars 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 to 13, where we have 2 fast bow strokes. So you go across all 4 strings, and it could potentially feel a little uncomfortable there. So watch out for that one. It looks really easy, but it's not always quite as straightforward as it looks. I hope you enjoy it.